Hey, you guys, Happy New Year. How y'all doing? Doing pretty good. Welcome to Burgundy Blue Commentary. Commentary, where we talk about what we want to talk about when we're ready to talk about it. Happy New Year to you and your family. I hope everyone's having an amazing start of their day. Happy January the 1st. Hey, Scott, thanks for being here. So you guys, I'm going down my list and I want to talk about Tyler Chase. Tyler Chase is uh, a child actor, and recently he fell on hard times. I've been doing a little research on Tyler, and he actually started talking about mental health and things of that nature on his YouTube channel back 10 years ago. From what I understand, he suffers uh, from what his parents have put out there allegedly. Bipolar disorder, and he went into self-medicating and stuff like that because of his depression and bipolar disorder. um, so recently over on TikTok, and I wanted to just preface that because we're going to put pictures of Tyler up, and I kind of battled with that because I didn't want to put pictures of Tyler up and be disrespectful, but I really can't talk about him without putting the photos up. And it's some things that are really kind of weird going on, so that's why the title may be shocking compared to what you guys are used to me talking about, because I'm usually having like more of a gentle touch. But some of the things, it just doesn't make sense to me. So I just want to discuss it from my point of view. Now, I never had a relationship with Tyler Chase. I actually feel like that he, I can't judge other people, but it seems like people disconnected from Tyler Chase even during like the time where they had more notoriety, more fame, and maybe had opportunity to help him before it got so bad. And I'm not pointing fingers at anyone. I'm just going through what I am uh, observing from an outsider. Also, I want to say I'm not blaming anyone for recording, because you probably want to record you walking into a situation um just for your safety, but I don't know if posting it is necessary. Like I said, if you're just coming to help, I don't know if posting is necessary. um People are like videoing them going to help him, like he's staying in the same spot, and I blame TMZ for this. TMZ, hey, Happy New Year, Brandon. TMZ is out there along with other news outlets. They're just camping out most of the time if it's a slow news day, and they're going to see Tyler Chase on the ground sleep, Tyler Chase digging in the garbage, Tyler Chase at his worst. Now, let me say this. And this is not this is going to sound really insensitive, but this is not Tyler. Can you imagine? Okay, picture this. This is an entertainment uh perspective. Now, okay, who's one of your biggest child actors you could think of that's here now? I'm trying to think. Who would be a big Lindsay Lohan? Lindsay Lohan. Something like that. The guy from Silver Spoons. Yeah, I don't know. Um Seeing someone like that who's been on show after show after show after show, that's kind of noticeable. To me, we're going to look at Tyler Chase. Tyler Chase had, I don't even know if it was a major role. I don't even know if his role was really major. Like I said, I know that sounds like he wasn't the lead character. He wasn't Arnold on Different Strokes. He was, you know what I mean? He wasn't Ned on the show. You could barely find photos of him when you search him on the show. And I didn't see the show seemed like it was popular because 3 of the castmates revitalized this into a podcast. So you guys who are familiar with this, let me know. But it was like somebody just walked up and said, "Hey, aren't you that kid and from Ned's Declassified?" And he was like, "Yeah, that's me." And I'm just like, can you guys imagine you've been keeping a low profile, like a really low profile, and then someone finds you, and then now the world is shoving cameras in your face at your worst. And then the whole time your family is like, yeah, we tried to help him. Yeah, we put him out. Yeah, we don't want nothing to do with him. Yeah, he's this, he's that. And then the story gets worse. Someone gets you a room, one of your co-stars, which I think was really nice, gets you a hotel room, and then they report, sorry guys, and then they report that the hotel room was trash. Then the hotel cleaning people go to the hotel and they do a video and say, no, it really wasn't trashed. Someone just put a microwave in a tub. So now it seems like they're kind of framing this guy like, oh, we tried to help him, but he's such trash that he trashed this hotel room. And it's getting worse, you guys. So I wanted to just make sure I gave y'all a little background. And if you know someone that's suffering from mental illness, substance abuse, you can call 988 on your phone. Just wanted to put that out there. And if you're sensitive to some of the things I'm going to talk about, like mental illness, substance, things of that, homelessness, this may not be the video for you to watch today. Okay, so let's go to Tyler Chase. So let's just start with a picture of Tyler right quick. It's just like the internet could just be, I don't know. And like I said, I'm not blaming anyone for documenting, what they're doing for him, but now it's just getting out of hand where every day they're showing him eating the garbage. Now get this. Everyone's saying, oh, don't help him now because he trashed a hotel room. Now we got some dude from the Mighty Ducks. He's coming out. And now everyone's doing these TikTok think pieces like, oh, we can't really help Tyler now. We're going to have to wait. And they're doing video after video after video, getting view after view after view on this poor kid. And I was like, and you guys put your input in. I'm like, not to say he's not worthy. I think he's very much human, very much worthy. And I'm glad that he's bringing some kind of, okay, let me it's going to be one guy that we watch. I want to give him kudos. The other people were walking. Picture this, you guys. Picture this. It's about 4 homeless people. They're Tyler's buddies, right? And how homeless, houseless, friends, people that don't have a house one day right now, but they will in the future. I speak that over them. I speak that over them. So it's these people that are unhoused and they're out there, and the people step over them to get to Tyler and buy him something to eat. I said, now wait a minute now. So Tyler, because of course he's supposed to be out his mind, right? He's supposed to be this person that is not even human anymore. He was like, my buddies are hungry too. Like he was trying to say it the best way he could. And I was like, y'all, yeah. He has compassion for all of his friends. He's like trying to share his food with what he has with everybody else, because it's like y'all just step over him like, hey, you're that guy from Nickelodeon. Now we're going to talk about how Nickelodeon messed up everybody. Okay, Nickelodeon needs to be giving them severance, like Amanda Bynes and all of them, just for having to deal with what they had to deal with over there. Okay. I don't know what it would take. Like, you don't meet a Nickelodeon kid that really got over whatever the heck they were doing to them. It's just sad. But yeah, so let's so like we can see the headlines. Like, look at the headlines. Police say they can't force Tyler Chase into treatment because of the laws. Mighty Duck star provides update on homeless Nickelodeon actor Tyler. Why is Tyler not getting help? Sean Austin reaches out to help troubled former Nickelodeon star. Mighty Duck star shares update on Tyler Chase after homeless Nickelodeon actor. Like, man, Daniel Curtis Lee on Instagram. That's the one that was on the show with him, and he brought him pizza and stuff like that. But let's go into it. Like I said, it's no right or wrong way to help someone. I just wanted to talk about this. I'm like, man, so it says that he was active as an actor. He's only 36 right now. He was active from 2004 to 2011. In the mid 2010s, Chase used a personal YouTube channel and live poetry performance to share spoken word pieces about his mental health. Okay, a 2014 poem titled Bipolar and later Bipolar Vlogs videos address his experiences with bipolar disorder and isolation. Okay, in September of 2025, now they've said that he was posted until 2021 that nobody heard from him. In September of 2025, Chase was discovered homeless on the streets of Riverside, California, in videos that went viral on TikTok. Okay, subsequent coverage noted that the clip sparked concern about his well-being and prompted online discussion about the challenges faced by former child actors about filming unhoused people for social media. His former Ned's Declassified co-stars Devin and Daniel Curtis Lee and Lindsay Shaw discussed Chase's situation on their podcast and stated they were working to help their former colleague. Okay. Following a new viral video in December of 2025, a GoFundMe campaign was launched, raising $1,207 before being shut down. Chase's mother allegedly said Chase needs medical help instead of money. Okay, what? I don't know how I feel about that. He's unhoused. How? Okay, so getting into treatment programs is not cheap. This could help him get into treatment. If the mom isn't his guardian, why? Okay. The same month, Shaun Weiss, star of the Mighty Ducks film series, who previously overcame his own struggles with addiction and homelessness, publicly offered to help Chase. Okay. Weiss announced that he had secured a bed at a detox facility and long-term treatment at 1111 Recovery in San Clemente, California. However, he noted that Chase still needed to be located and agreed to accept help. They locate him every day. Every day he's on TikTok. Every day. Chase was evaluated by a crisis center and determined to need immediate help. He was hospitalized at a local hospital on a 72-hour hold and was hospitalized at the care of Riverside County, California officials. He was released after 36 hours. I don't get that. Okay, he was on 33 episodes of Ned's Declassified School Survival's Guide, and he was on one episode of Everybody Hates Chris. Okay. I just can't imagine people just shoving a camera in his face every day. And they're like, we can't help him. We can't help him. But every day they're down there shoving a camera in his face. I just don't get it. Like, especially someone said it, and I was like, yeah, somebody said, TMZ, you can help him. So we're gonna share some things. Like I said, if you're not, if you're very sensitive to something like this may not be the video for you today. I wanted to share just a little bit of it. It's no telling what happened to poor Tyler. Brandon says, "Do you think the entertainment industry triggered Tyler's mental health issues? The perception is it affects child actors more than others." You know, I feel like that too, because now, because of the young child stars we had back in the day, like I always say famously, Gary Coleman, Webster, Emmanuel Lewis, Dana Plato, stuff like that, like what we had back in the day. um what they had to go through, they paved the way for nowadays. Like now, child actors can't be on set for a certain amount of hours. Like Amanda Bynes, she was talking about how she was overworked and, you know, going from one set to the next set to the next set. And then when you think about how their parents, some of them, not saying this is the case in Tyler's case, but how their parents acted, like Macaulay Culkin, what one of the most famous kids of all time. Have you ever heard about how his dad did him, and his none of his siblings talked to the dad at all. Um at all. Look at poor Britney Spears. I know that's well, Britney kind of was a Mickey Mouse kid, right? Um I think a lot of it has to do with the kids having pressure from the family to take care of the family, as well as managers and all these adults hanging on you for a paycheck. It's this family. Didn't the guy die? Oh my gosh, why can't I used to love this kid. Did he pass on? Why I can't think of his name? The Carter family, Nick, Aaron, all of them. The was that the Carters? I think that was Aaron Carter, right? Is Aaron Carter still with us? No, he's gone. Oh my gosh. Aaron Carter. Sad. Sad story, like how he had to do, like he had his whole family like banked on him. Um the two Corys, Corey Haim and Corey Feldman, still not right. Corey Haim passed on. Corey Feldman still not right, right? Do I think he's lying about a lot of stuff? No. I think his stuff happened, but people think he's crazy, so no one's gonna listen to him. Judy Winslow from Family Matters. Her family took and spent all her money, and she ended up in the adult industry yes, she sure did. Um, it's a lot of them that have so many good story. Countess Vaughn has a good story too. So many people have stories that no one listened to them when they were kids, and it's just bad. It was just all bad. Like when you think about all these adults, and then the way they're talking about, like when he was getting money, and then his mom, like this could have went to, what if they would have raised enough money to go to a good facility, one that he would be treated like they're treating Rick Reiner's son, you know what I mean? Something like that. And he know he was okay. The mom stopped that. And I'm like, dude, he's on the streets. Like, and let me tell you, until you dealt with someone that had those kind of issues, it's nothing you could do. Like, it's nothing you could do until, in my opinion, I'm not a therapist or anything, until they want to get help themselves. However, um now they have the backing of so many people that want to help. Maybe it can be useful to save his life one more time. I don't know. Oh my goodness. And Darius McCrary, Eddie Winslow recently had some troubles with the law. He sure did. He sure did. He sure did. Oh, They never it just never works out. Okay, I just want to play a couple of these videos. So this is one. This is one. They just have him right here.
Of coconut macaroons. That's how he likes to be paid. Go to the lunchroom bulletin board and leave a note. Then he'll contact you.
Chase was seen back on the street on Christmas Eve, but has since been provided temporary housing in a hotel to give him space to decide on long-term treatment. Former Ned's Declassified castmates Daniel Curtis Lee and Devin Werkheiser, along with Mighty Ducks star Shaun Weiss, have actively intervened to offer financial aid and professional rehab placement. In late 2025, former Nickelodeon star Tyler Chase was spotted living on the street in Riverside, California, after reportedly backing out of initial attempts to get him into a hospital or detox facility.
Okay. Let's go to this guy. He said he was gonna give him a makeover. His name is Neat Martinez.
But he doesn't want any help. We're gonna try to get him some food. I know his friends, they accepted some food, so we're gonna do that. He just doesn't want nobody to help him, like no food. He said no shoes, no clothes, no haircut, nothing. But people have told me is because people have been bothering him. People from the news have team put a freaking camera in his face and a microphone, and I think it's.
But didn't people tell you to come help him?
Yeah, people have been telling me to come since like last week, but I seen everybody posting about it. So I was just like, I don't even know if I could do it because, I don't know.
At least he brought everybody food to eat right here. That was pretty cool. The outfit we'll have to we have to discuss the outfit. I actually love the color. I love that color on him. That comment over here in the corner, they said people here there to help. They got a whole camera set up, like people there to help. At least he bought everybody food. So he said he was there trying to give him a haircut, some shoes, and he said, no, we just want food to eat.
I guess que si quiere.
I don't know how I feel about all this. Let's just go to the next video. Moving right along. Let's go to Daniel Curtis Lee.
Morning, guys. So I'm out walking my dog, and I wanted to clear up a few misconceptions. I don't want people to think that I thought a hotel room was going to be a quick fix to all this man's problems. Not the case. The hotel room was another step in a long process of help that I've been offering for Tyler for months. There was an atmospheric storm, right? Atmospheric river coming into town. Scary, right? Wanted my friend out of the elements, not stuck in, in the rain. And that's why we got the hotel. Now, it wasn't a quick fix, but I do want to applaud everyone for the national attention that we were able to garner, right? Initially, I didn't want cameras there, but I started seeing all of these negative representations of my friend, dehumanizing him, and I wanted to do something about that. So I chose the humanization route. Show this man interacting with his old friends, his old co-stars, people that he knows from his childhood, better times. We were able to do that, and it catalyzed authorities to step in and do something. What are we as a society if our systems don't function? And I think too many of us leave it up to the systems to do the work. They're just passive systems unless people step in and put them to work. guys. So I'm really proud of what we've been able to do to get Tyler into short-term care. Hopefully it's that step towards long-term treatment. Morning, guys. So I'm out walking my dog, and I wanted to clear up a few misconceptions.
You brought us so much happiness on TV. I'm gonna bring you a little happiness today, all right? God bless you, my friend. You brought us a lot of happiness on Nickelodeon, so
Thank you very much.
no problem, man. It's the least we could do for you.
As it was called Ned's Declassified, his school survival guide that he created with his best allies, his best friends.
Cool, bro. Hey, you have a good one, okay? Hey, bro. You brought us so much happiness.
I just don't know how I feel about this. I just don't know. So I'm gonna end it there. I don't even want to play any more videos. So you guys can look that up on TikTok if you want to see if anyone updates on how to help Tyler. I just don't know how I feel about this. You know what I mean? It's almost like watching someone live giving up. You know what I mean? And it's like, so now people are doing podcast after podcast and video after video and starting podcasts now just about how we're going to help our friend Tyler. And I'm like, I don't know. All right, you guys, but we'll be back later on a more positive notes. Prayers to Tyler Chase. Check on your loved ones. Don't give up on them. Sometimes you got to protect yourself. I do know that. Protect yourself, of course, but don't give up on people. And I'll see y'all later, and make sure you enjoy your day today. Okay. Talk to you soon. Bye.